Hello there and welcome to another episode of Practical Wisdom. I'm your host Ihab Hamad, the author of The Art of Being You, and today I want to talk about something just more light, because in the last episodes people were telling me, Ihab, you've been talking about just heavy stuff, consciousness and surrender. So today we want to just lighten it up and give you small mindset about how to grow around people, how to learn more about yourself when you're around people, so you can grow as the most ideal version of yourself. Now again, this is more light and simple mindset, but it's very profound. So if you really get what I'm talking about today, it's very profound and it has just the ability to transform the way you approach social interactions in general. So the mindset goes like this. Anything that triggers you about other people, something you feel just emotionally triggered by, it's because usually there is something about that person that you denied in yourself. There is a certain quality you didn't own, you didn't accept, you rejected, you just pushed to your shadow side, and that person is helping you to learn more about that. On the other hand, if there's something you really appreciate, something you really love, something you're really impressed by when you see another person, it is because they're helping you to recognize something in yourself that you just didn't own or you didn't recognize in yourself. Now, to make this simple, let me give you just a simple example, because what I said might sound like, oh, we have what you're talking about. So just let me give you a simple example so you get the idea. So maybe, and that just popped to my mind now, maybe you saw someone who's lazy. And just when you look at him, maybe he's your friend, someone of your family, and the act of laziness, it kills you. It's like you can't stand it. When you see them lazy, it's like, guys, just stupid, please stop being lazy. And you feel that kind of emotional trigger, something like you can't take it anymore. Now, I challenge you in those moments, and I'm challenging you here from a place of care. I want to challenge you that in those moments, instead of just bursting over him, to breathe and look inside and ask yourself, what is it about laziness that's triggering me? What part of me that is lazy, but I don't want to confess it for myself? And once you do that, and you do it from a place of honesty, and I hope you are, because this whole process is about honesty, honest reflection. If you do it from a place of honesty and ask yourself, okay, what place in me is lazy? You start to realize that there is a part of you that is maybe lazy. Part of you wants to take life more easy, don't want to rush into things. It wants to stay just calm. You want to ease up. But probably you've been judged before about those parts. So maybe when you're young, your parents told you stop being lazy, and you thought that slowing down is bad, and you judged it with the word laziness. So now you have a negative association with that word. And when that person is acting in a lazy way, quote unquote, acting in a lazy way, they're just reminding you of that part, and that kind of pain, that kind of emotional trigger you're experiencing, it's more of reminder. That emotion is a messenger, wants to tell you that it wants to be integrated. Those part of you wants to be accepted. Those part of you wants to be loved and honored. And once you see that in yourself, and you realize, yeah, there is part of me wants to slow down, and you really own it, accept it, love it, nurture it, those stuff will start to expand into their highest possible expression. So you might start to see that what you called laziness before has a vital, primal value in your life. Maybe it helps you to slow down in order to see things more strategically. It helps you to slow down to see the other people point of view. It helps you to slow down in order to connect more with your heart and to connect with people at a deeper level. But you want to be able to see the gift of those parts. If you're constantly rejecting them, and when you see it in the outer world, because when you see it in the outer world is no more than a reflection of what's inside, and you keep getting triggered and judging people for them, you're really judging yourself for those parts, and you're suppressing them more, and you're pushing them to their shadow side, and they start to operate in an ugly way in your psychology. But when they're owned again and nurtured, they start to grow into your highest possible expression. And you will find yourself less judgmental person, more understanding, and more compassionate. And as we said, the other side of the equation is when you see something you really admire about other person, it's because usually you have that quality but you don't realize it. Maybe you see someone that he's just a great storyteller, and when they say story, you're just fascinated by that. But I would challenge you again to look inside and ask yourself, is it possible that I have that quality in me but I just didn't nurture it? I didn't bring time and energy to it to master and to sharpen that skill within me? And if you approach relationship and social interaction from that point of view, I promise you, you will know stuff about yourself that you never knew before. Now you might be discussing, Ihab, I get what you're saying, I'm with you with that mindset. But what about preferences? Maybe I just don't like certain behaviors, or I like certain behaviors, but they don't necessarily represent something about myself. Now that could be true, or that is true, if it doesn't cause emotional trigger. If you like something or dislike it without being triggered by it, that's fine, that's just a preference, we all have it. But if you get triggered by it, it means there is something you need to look inside and understand. And maybe it's also telling you about a purpose you have, a place in you that you are inspired to help with, and certain behavior is triggering you. So the whole idea, anything that triggers you about other people, that's the time not to project, not to get angry, not to judge, not to assume. That's the time to go inside and understand what is the message behind that. So that was my advice for today about a simple mindset you can have around people to help you know about yourself. So I'm signing off here, and please like the video if you did like it, and I want you to leave in the comments below what stuff did you learn about yourself around people that you didn't really realize about yourself before. Till I see you next time, have a great day, and thank you. Hey guys, it's Ihab. If you like this video and you enjoy this kind of material, there are two things you can do right now. First, to subscribe to the YouTube channel here, and also to visit ihabhamad.com to sign up for the newsletter there. So you can keep yourself updated with the free material about the soul of speaking, leadership, high performance, and just life mastery in general. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Till then, just go and have a great day. Thank you.